Well, I've just been reading up on the history of uh, Croatia, Bosnia Herzegovina, and Kosovo. I'm very interested in was too, and I've got a little bit more idea about the geography now. And well, what can be done? You see, it was my idea, it was my instigation, and my own personal legal authority to invade Kosovo using NATO in 1999. Now you're thinking, well, okay, so you're the executive king of England, you've got the authority to prosecute the crime throughout the whole of Great Britain and the Commonwealth. Ultimately, you're the highest judge in the whole country and Commonwealth, really, and in the United States, who's still at the bar, which is stands for British Admiralty Regulations. Um, so yeah. So how would I get the authority then to get NATO to intervene in Kosovo? Um, I said it was excuse me, the Messiah. Oh, and my law is higher than the law of Moses, and higher than the law of the United Nations, and that's where it came from. There wasn't any authority granted in advance by the United Nations. It doesn't work that quick at all. You know, it would have taken years. You know, Serbia would have occupied Kosovo for years and years before any United Nations mandate wouldn't have come for anything like an air raid followed by a blitzkrieg. It wouldn't have happened. So yeah. So going by that, if I've got the legal authority to give the okay for NATO to invade Kosovo, then I've got the legal authority to give the okay to Serbia to invade Kosovo. I mean, it stands to reason. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's fundamentally sound in its judgment. But I've been looking at it thinking, well, yeah, these poor Serbs now are thinking, well, what are we? We've been brushed into this European Union as a war prize for a war that the European Union didn't even win. You know? And yeah, there's the Serbska and the Krajina as well. And I was thinking, what they really need is not an invasion. Don't use the I word, but Anschluss, the A word. Anschluss, a nice friendly reunion. You know, a joining together, and then possibly a little Sudetenland, but no, you know. And looking at the map, it's like destiny wants it to happen, because the northern part of Kosovo, which would be dominantly Serbian in its ethnicity, uh, that part would, that's zone français, yeah? So what do you expect to happen, you know, because at the end of the day, it's the French that have upset me, because you know, I'm this European citizen. I get the same European citizen rights as all the other European citizens, but the place is it's kangaroo court. It's banana republic. I've had people trying to murder me now for 12 years. You know, rat poisons, trying to get me shot in nightclubs by French drug dealers. John Scarlett and the two pimps from the French Foreign Legion in Toulon, and then I don't know whether they murdered the prostitute and put it on TV that I did it, and then had to forget about the whole thing because they did it, and trying to get me shot by the IRA when I tried to get out of Britain, um, trying to get my throat cut in Dublin in a prison, which they paid bribes for me to be in, and I was only there for a week, never got any conviction. Unless they've convicted me in absentia, which would be great for me, because that means they've changed the whole of Irish law for just one case, because there's no trial in absentia in Ireland. And yeah, doing things to my bicycle, and well, everywhere I go, assaulting me with poisonings, ricin, VX nerve gas coming in through the vent in my shower room, trying to poison me and blame it on Al Qaeda. So they'd found the weapons of mass destruction. You're signing up to a wise guy government. You know, it's better to have the truth than to sign up to a lie. you're not signing up to human rights in the European Union. You're signing up to a deal where these dodgy Italian, Spanish, mafia judges, okay, will think, oh, people are trying to kill you. Oh, great. We'll have it in our Swiss bank accounts, and we'll laugh at you and tell you to go away. And it's just stinking of French corruption. And this is it. You say, well, I don't know, terrible what is happening to you, but I don't know what you expect us to do about it. I expected them to follow the normal process of the court and hear the Protocol 14 application immediately. That day I was sitting outside. I was out there for a whole week, sitting outside, no trouble communicating with me, because I was communicating with them in person by handing in my applications to get stamped at the front desk, and sitting all day outside on a deck chair reading Guderian. Now, they were having it in the Swiss bank account. They were having rear entry satisfactions from the people that murdered Lady Diana, and piles of money showered on them from the British taxpayer via George Osborne, who had doubled his payments to the Queen by £9 million in 2010, so that she could put it in the Swiss bank accounts for the dodgy, corrupt foreigners at the European Court of Human Rights. Now, that's what Serbia has signed up to. Okay? But you could show the people's protest that you're not happy with this European Union, you're not happy with this whole corrupt hegemony, where really, you know, the European Court of Human Rights, if the British want to kill you, it's tough, because they own the place. They've spent the money on the place, they own it. They make the rulings on the telephone. Okay? And that's all you get there. You won't get through the door if someone from Buckingham Palace rings up, and you won't get in there. You don't have any rights. You don't have any more rights than you would in Libya or in Iraq or any other country they want to tell off for not being right in their ways and drop bombs on. So if you could get the people power together and Anschluss without any military action, and don't start any military action, but Anschluss, Srpska in Bosnia, or or Zone Francais, because you know what's going to happen. Why should we do things for you? And by the time they finish shrugging their shoulders and saying what can be done, Rommel is in St. Valery, Guderian is in the Jura, and the game is over. So I'd highly recommend it.